There's a phrase every aquarist has heard, and many only understand it too late. The water may look clean, but that doesn't mean the aquarium is healthy. And it's curious how true that is. Have you ever noticed that sometimes the aquarium seems okay at first glance, but suddenly the algae explode, the water becomes cloudy, and even the fish start acting strangely? It's not a coincidence. It's a clear sign. The system has become unbalanced. And maybe you're going through that right now. A greenish glass, dirt at the bottom, an overloaded filter, melting plants, or even that slight smell that indicates something is really out of place. It may seem desperate, but the good news is that every dirty aquarium can be recovered. And this without expensive products, without dismantling everything, and without causing stress to the fish. Today, you will learn how to clean an aquarium the right way, without resetting the system, without killing beneficial bacteria, and without making the mistakes that 90% of beginners make. So leave a like, subscribe, and comment on the size of your aquarium. This really helps the content reach other people. Take a deep breath. Let's transform this chaos into a healthy ecosystem. Chapter 1. Why does the aquarium get dirty so quickly? Many people think that an aquarium gets dirty because of a lack of cleaning, but the truth is deeper. The aquarium gets dirty quickly due to an excess of uncontrolled nutrients. Every food that goes in, every leaf that falls, every fish dropping becomes food for a silent enemy, algae and bad bacteria. Imagine a clogged sink. The dirt isn't the main problem. The problem is the accumulation. The same thing happens in an aquarium. If the filter can't keep up, the system will deteriorate until it collapses. Another big reason is overpopulation. Overcrowded aquariums accumulate ammonia faster than the filter can process. The result? Cloudy water, bad smell, and stressed fish. Believe it, even the lighting can transform a clean aquarium into a chaotic one. Too much light for too long is an invitation for algae to take over. And the most common mistake? Water changes done the wrong way. When someone removes too much water at once or cleans everything at the same time, filter, glass, substrate, they destroy the biological balance, and the system literally just starts over. Knowing these reasons changes everything. Now let's get practical.
Chapter 2. The biggest cleaning myth. I need to take everything apart. If there's one thing that destroys aquariums, it's radical cleaning. Many people, in their eagerness to solve the problem, remove everything from the aquarium: sand, driftwood, rocks, plants, decorations, and scrub until it shines. This is the worst thing anyone can do. Why? Because 90% of the beneficial bacteria live in the filter and substrate. By washing everything with tap water, full of chlorine, you kill the biological heart of the system. The result is catastrophic. Cloudy water for weeks, ammonia levels soaring, fish gasping for air, algae exploding, and a cycle that starts all over again. The truth is, perfect cleaning is gentle, gradual, and biological. A healthy aquarium is not a sterilized aquarium, it's a balanced aquarium. The phrase that every experienced aquarist repeats is, "Don't over-clean, clean properly." In this video, you'll see exactly how to do that. Chapter 3. Preparation. What you need before you begin. Before touching anything, have on hand a siphon or hose to remove the water, a bucket exclusively for the aquarium, never mix with cleaning products, a cloth or sponge exclusively for aquarium glass, a conditioner to remove chlorine, water that has been left to stand or straight from the tap with conditioner, a soft brush to clean the inside of the glass, and most importantly, patience. A fundamental detail: never turn off the filter for long periods. Bacteria begin to die after 30 minutes without oxygen. If you need to turn it off, clean the filter last and correctly. We'll talk about this in Chapter 6. Another important point: do not touch the fish. You don't need to pick them up, move them, or stress them. You will clean with them inside in the most peaceful way possible. Now then, Let's put our hands in the water.
Chapter 4. The correct step-by-step cleaning process without destroying the system. 1. Clean the glass first. Use the internal sponge to remove algae. Don't let the pieces fall to the bottom. The siphon will remove a good portion later. Avoid metal scrapers to prevent scratching. 2. Now start siphoning the bottom. The secret to the siphon is not to stir up all the sand. Siphon only the surface or areas with visible dirt. If you dig too much, it releases accumulated ammonia, suspends dirt that was stabilized, and stresses the fish. Make slow movements and remove only 30% of the water. 3. Fill the aquarium with treated water. Never add ice-cold or very hot water. The ideal temperature is close to that of the aquarium. Add the conditioner before the water enters or immediately after. 4. Don't touch the filter now. This is the golden rule. If you change the water today, the filter can only be cleaned again in 7 days. This preserves the biological balance. With this method, the water becomes crystal clear again in a few hours. Chapter 5. How to prevent the aquarium from getting dirty again. The secret to maintenance. Here's what differentiates a beginner aquarist from an experienced one. 1. Small and constant water changes. Every week, 20% is enough. It's much better to change a little and often than to change a lot and rarely. 2. Control feeding. The most common mistake in the world is overfeeding. Excess feed turns into ammonia, nitrite, algae, and cloudy water. Simple rule: give them what they eat within 2 minutes. 3. Adequate photo period. Light on for 6 to 8 hours. More than that equals algae. Never leave the aquarium in direct sunlight. 4. Population control. Too many fish equals too much dirt equals collapse. If you don't know if your aquarium is overcrowded, use this rule. 1 centimeter of adult fish per liter. General rule for community tanks. 5. Live plants help a lot. They consume nitrates and keep the water stable. 6. Tests are your invisible eyes. Have at least ammonia test, nitrite test, and pH test. Without these, you're driving in the dark. Chapter 6. Filter cleaning. The point that ruins 90% of aquariums. Filter cleaning is, without exaggeration, the most delicate moment of all maintenance. This is where most inexperienced aquarists end up doing the exact opposite of what is necessary and putting the entire system at risk without realizing it. The first rule is simple and non-negotiable. Never wash any part of the filter with tap water. The chlorine present in it instantly kills the beneficial bacteria that perform biological filtration. Therefore, always use the water you removed from the aquarium during the weekly water change. It is safe and preserves the colony of bacteria. The second rule is about quantity. If your filter has a sponge, ceramic media, and filter floss, never clean everything at once. Choose only 1 item per month. The rest should remain inside the filter so that the biological filtration continues without interruption. And remember, don't overdo the cleaning. The sponge needs to be functional, not spotless. The ceramic media should only be lightly rinsed, never scrubbed. The filter floss, being mechanical, is replaced when it becomes saturated. Finally, turn the filter back on immediately. Wet media without circulation begins to die within minutes. Following this process dramatically increases the stability of your aquarium and keeps the system healthy for much longer. Chapter 7. Mistakes that destroy any aquarium and how to avoid them. Some mistakes seem harmless, but they can completely ruin an aquarium in a few days, and many beginners only discover this when it's too late. The first one is the classic, "My aquarium is dirty, I'm going to change all the water." This instantly disrupts the biology, causes thermal and chemical shock to the fish, and almost always leaves the water even worse afterward. Another very serious mistake is washing everything with soap. Any chemical residue is toxic to fish, shrimp, and even plants. Soap and aquariums simply don't mix. When the plants start to look bad, many people pull everything out. This worsens the system. Dying plants release nutrients that feed algae. The solution is simply to prune the bad parts. And perhaps the most deadly mistake, turning off the filter at night because it makes noise. It's like turning off the oxygen in a hospital. The system won't survive. Adding more fish to liven up the aquarium is also a trap. More fish means more dirt and more ammonia. Finally, avoid any chemical glass cleaner. Water and a sponge are enough. Avoiding these simple mistakes completely changes the future of your aquarium. Ultimately, keeping an aquarium clean and healthy has nothing to do with force, exaggeration, or miracle products that promise instant results. The real difference lies in rhythm, balance, and consistency. It's understanding that the aquarium is not just a container with water and fish. It's a small living world, full of invisible processes that work silently day and night to keep everything functioning in harmony. When you learn to maintain it the right way, respecting this balance, something almost magical happens. The water becomes clearer than ever. The plants resume growth, showing vibrant colors and new leaves. The fish become more active, display more intense tones, and move with ease. Even the glass, the one that always insisted on staying greenish, stays clean for much longer. And suddenly, the aquarium ceases to be a constant worry and becomes a daily pleasure, a little piece of nature that you take care of and that also takes care of you. Now tell me, what part of cleaning do you find most challenging? Comment below and I'll help you. If this video brought you clarity, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is always struggling to keep their aquarium in order. See you in the next video. Until then, keep your aquarium alive, stable, and full of stories.